The Ultimate United Givers of Themes are a band from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and they have been put on this earth for one reason, and for one reason only, and that is to right the wrongs that have been done to the movie-going public by rewriting the themes to every movie ever made, and furthermore demanding that Mr. Hollywood recut all of his movies featuring our themes, the correct themes, on a continuous loop. Confused? So are we. Theme the theme!
This is the podcast for the Ultimate United Givers of Themes, and we're also known as Two God. We're gonna talk about the movies that we rewrote all the themes for. We're watching some movies and complaining about things, cause we want our themes in these damn movies. But we don't think Hollywood has the damn guts to deal with how real our themes are. We don't think the themes from all these movies cut the mustard good enough, and we could do a better job. So we rewrote the themes, and now they're better themes. And now this is a podcast where you listen to us talk about our themes. Okay, here we go. Let's podcast. Let's podcast. Go, let's podcast.
Hey, good day. This is Jesse. This is my brother Doug.
Take off. That's a thing that they say.
Today's topic is going to be the movie Strange Brew from Canada.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay. So there was a strange brew, right? Okay.
Hey, take off.
So
You're supposed to do the part where you talk about the movie, though.
And there we I actually do. I think I can. I don't know if I can do their voices, but I do a pretty good Canadian. From time to time.
Let's do some French. Could you do French? I'll be French Canadian. You just be regular Canadian.
Okay.
Allo. This hamburger says $1. Could it be $4?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you over here from Quebec, eh?
Not, but with your Archie good look and your pop-like harmony, you're kind of ruining the hamburger. Yeah. Yeah, coffee that.
Sometimes I like to pretend I'm the musician Drake, because he's from Toronto, so I do
Yeah.
Oh, hey, is this Jay-Z? Hey, listen, last time you and Beyonce were up here in Toronto, I think one of you might have left your skates.
That pop-like harmony, that was I think that was either Dave Weston or Chuck told me that story, but that was when you wrote it. Well, you say it. Yeah. Anyway, good times. So yeah, we're talking about the movie Strange Brew. If you haven't figured that out already, which actually, a lot of you, maybe if you're younger, maybe you haven't. So you want to tell them what Strange Brew is, like who the guys are, where did it even come from?
Yeah, and
was it a thing?
And I have a question within that I want to pose.
Yeah.
So Strange Brew, it's a story about these two brothers, Bob and Doug McKenzie. They live in Canada, and they start working at the Elsinore Brewery, which is run by Max von Sydow from Force Awakens. So they were characters that were originally established on a show, Second City Television.
SCTV. Commonly known.
So they were, it was a sketch comedy program. Really weird one for the time. I mean, I guess at the time they had Python too. They got pretty weird.
Yeah.
But Python had preceded. But so here's my question. In these days, we're used to having our Wayne's Worlds, our Night at the Roxbury's, our Coneheads the movie. Was this the first sketch comedy transition to film? Does the Blues Brothers count?
Blues Brothers counts because they did it on. I'm pretty sure they did it on SNL first.
I didn't know if they just played songs though.
Yeah,
if they just did,
but it's still,
the Wonder Years song.
Yeah, but they were still playing the characters of Elrond and what's the other guy's name?
Point.
Ricky,
Jimmy. I don't know. Yeah. I never liked that movie. I hate blues music.
Yeah, and white people, even though there are some non-white people,
Blues Brothers 2000.
Now
movie.
You're cooking with a whole different hue propane. Of the blues. The blues comes in hues, and that's the news. So get on your rocking shoes, because we are switching it up, folks, and we're talking Blues Brothers 2000.
You're gonna hate our NYPD blues sketch.
We're not going to talk about Blues Brothers 2000. I don't even think I've actually seen that. I appreciate Blues Brothers, but maybe I don't high it in such hold regard as a lot of folks, especially of our generation, do. I've watched it. It's one of those things that you just, if you watch enough television, the Blues Brothers are just gonna pop up in front of your goddamn face, and you're just gonna have to sit there and groove on it.
You're just gonna have to like that. Yeah, that's just a general rule of life. You're gonna have to watch Blues Brothers at some
from
point.
time to time. Yeah.
For some reason, you're gonna see it.
Yeah. So, interesting thing about this movie. Now, I don't know if it's the actual movie or if it was like a separate record, but I think it gets played in the movie, and I do mention it in the song. In fact, there's the entire bridge of the song "Strange Brew" is basically like, wait a minute, I think Rush does the theme. I know they definitely do like a song called like "Take Off to the Great White North, Take Off," but that's not necessarily a Strange Brew theme. But so I know you're not the biggest Rush guy, but for me, this is one of those things. It's like, fuck, like maybe. As I was writing the song, you'll hear it when we listen to it, but as I was writing the song, I was dealing with like, shit, can I even write this theme? Like, if Rush already did it, like, how can I outrush Rush? But then I come to the realization that Neil Peart is dead, man. So they've forfeited their right to theme.
And Rush,
once you die, yeah.
Technical proficiency isn't the same thing as writing an ultimate theme.
Yeah, and it's very technically, and I do think that they're great songwriters as well. But and
they do like they've tried to write a theme for Tom Sawyer, which actually I was going to say that's a book, but it is a bunch of movies.
Yeah, they
too.
made several. Yeah.
Because that actually might have been written for the movie Tom and Huck.
It might have been. Yeah,
probably not.
Yeah. I like that Huck is a name, and it's also like a way to throw things.
It's like you're not quite chucking something; you're just hooking it.
Yeah, and pone. They eat all kinds of pone.
Oh yeah, corn pone.
Not like poning somebody when you're like better when you when you pone
it does
them.
pone.
Yeah, pone does pone.
Oh, you put the wheat pone. You put the corn on top of the egg pone.
Yeah. So they're confusing things when you're writing a song called Strange Brew, because not only do you have to hit the plot points of the movie, or you at least you should try, you also have to let the people know, hey, this isn't that Cream song Strange Brew, the one about like the thing that you thought was inside of you. Because like, I mean, honestly, like, Clapton can kind of suck it across the board. I will say if he's not sucking it, it's probably like that one Blind Faith song, or maybe like a couple of Cream songs, but it's not the Clapton of it all. It's like the other guys.
Yeah,
because,
and he's just
So I had
it.
Yeah.
When it comes to Clapton,
ditch it.
I don't care. Just don't bring it here, man.
Yeah. So in the song, I have to explain to the people like, hey, we're talking about Strange Brew, the movie with Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas. Oh, but wait, by the way, it's Dave Thomas, the one from TV, not the guy from Wendy's.
Yeah, not the Wendy's.
So I struggled with writing this song because I realized as I was going, like, shit, I basically have to clarify a lot of things. Like, in the song,
a lot of information.
I have to make sure that they know we're talking about the movie.
You got to be giving out information as though you were Lance Reddick.
Yeah.
You ever see Lance Reddick in anything? He just stands there and tells you stuff. Like, listen, people, we've got 3 guitars sitting in the corner. And I can't do his voice.
Yeah. I might be able to get it.
Been watching a lot of Fringe.
I might be able to get it.
Okay, people. What we have here?
No, fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. It's hard.
But you watch The Wire, you watch Fringe. I think he's on that show that Amazon wants you to watch. That show Bosch.
Bops. Yeah, I like that show. Bops.
He's on Bops.
Bop till you drop.
Listen here, people. We've got a level 10 Fringe event happening. Olivia, you lose your memory now. That happened. Like, she keeps getting her mind. Anyway, we're not talking Fringe. We're talking Strange Brew.
what we have to do is get the cow and then do something like that.
Yeah,
I was doing the Dr. Denethor.
Yeah, being fucking Denethor. Man, he's so good.
Bring me oil and wood. Let's do that scene. Okay, we're all gonna die now. Bring me oil and wood.
Wait, I remember that line, but for some reason, when
It's when he's gonna set Pippins on fire.
Right. I just think of when I think of Denethor, I think of him talking to Faramir, saying, "Yes, I wish that."
You wish me to have been the dead one on that day, don't you, father?
Faramir really reminded me of Tom York. Different guy.
Yeah. But man, when Denethor eats that one,
when he eats that one tomato,
and it
right
goes,
as Faramir's getting almost straight up aced. He seems to be aced, but
so
you find
he's
out that
acing the
not.
tomato at the same time Faramir is
It's a
getting almost
metaphor.
aced.
Pete Jackson knows about metaphors. The Frighteners is just a metaphor for stuff that's scary.
Cujo is just a metaphor for a sick dog.
The grifters is a metaphor for people who grift.
I like, how about this? The guy who gets like metaphors wrong because he just thinks that the way things are is the metaphor. Yeah, man. Like, geez, Da Vinci Code. Like, I know it's old, but I just like how it's like a metaphor for deciphering codes having to do with Jesus. You know, like it's smart that way.
When you think about it, Superman the movie is just a metaphor for the character of Superman that we've seen in comic books.
My favorite part about the movie Drive about how is how it's like
when he drives.
it's all the drive. Yeah, they call it Drive because of all the driving that happens in the movie, and it's really a metaphor for kind of moving forward in a car.
Yeah, it's like kind of in the way that Legends of the Fall is a metaphor for, you know, these legendary stories about the fall, the autumn.
It's interesting because the movie Starship Troopers is a movie that a lot of people they think the movie is like using bugs in place of Nazis. They think that
it's not. No, it's a metaphor.
It's just a metaphor for when you get attacked by giant bugs, and the kind of holocaust that results from that, like on a group of people solely based on like where they come from and what they believe in and what they look like. It's just a metaphor for killer bugs, people.
It's just
Come
a
on.
metaphor for
get off your
Casper
high
Van
horse.
Diem.
Everyone's just always on top of a high horse, and I'm getting frankly sick of it.
Yeah, although if I was going to get a horse, I would get like the highest horse.
Yeah, but
because why would you pass up
because
that
a low
opportunity?
horse, you're gonna do way more sneaking around. Can you imagine zooming around on a low horse? Like you
could zoom right under people's high horses.
Yeah, you could. Your high horse is going down because you can't even reach how low my low horse is.
So wait, does Lord of the Rings have? Does anybody ride little horses? No, they just go under those big elephants.
No, they have that little horse. Like it's a horse to the hobbits have mules that are horses to them.
Okay,
but to humans they just look like a bunch of cats taped
like,
together.
what are those little ponies called?
Yeah, Bill, because they tell him to get going when they're out when they're trying to make the door to Moria open.
Right. Yeah.
And they call it a mine.
I haven't watched that in a while. My favorite vocal performance from that actor comes later in the series, playing a different character.
Treebeard, yeah.
Tree? I am no tree. Treebeard is my name.
It's his name. It's just.
Listen back to what you just said, Treebeard.
It's just a metaphor, for what it is.
Good salted pork in that movie. Anyway, Great White North, the kind of salted pork they eat is back bacon.
Yeah, back bacon.
You can go get it at Tim's after watching somebody named Gordy play. Is the hockey player in this? Is his name Gordy?
Oh,
I don't think it is.
No, Rosie.
Right.
Rosie LaRue? Was it?
That sounds right. I haven't seen this in a few years.
Rory Greer? No. Okay. So other things that happened in this movie. Mel Blanc he plays the voice of their dad.
I never
remember?
knew if that was actually him.
Hey, you
or,
guys, save me a beer in there.
but is it Mel Blanc the guy too, or is it just his voice?
No. They do this cool thing where they're watching cartoons, but it's just
Yeah,
like, they do
yeah.
the head from behind and the head that's
Yeah,
like
he's
shaking all
Yosemite
over the
Sam's
place.
voice,
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah.
Yosemite Sam does the voice, actually. Mel Blanc, not Mel Blanc. I didn't want to like call you out on that.
Did you? But Mel Blanc is the guy in the movie. What?
No, Yosemite Sam does the voice.
Yeah. Oh, for Mel Blanc. Yeah. Because he's out of a job. Did you hear? They don't put him in stuff anymore because of all the guns. And hey, I mean, that's cool or whatever.
Who,
But like
Mel Blanc or Yosemite
No,
Sam?
Yosemite
Is
Sam.
Mel Blanc, I just assumed he's long dead.
Oh man, he took a one-way ticket to Croak City like a long time ago.
Yeah, you know what though? And here's another hot take I got. I don't know how hot of a take it is.
Looney Tunes,
Man,
not-
I hate Looney Tunes.
You know
always
what?
always
Oh,
did.
Here's the deal.
No, I know the
ones,
old one,
Old
yeah.
ones are good. The old ones are good, man.
I get
then
it.
Then they got not
you know,
punk.
it's like I get it, but nah.
I think there's some very good ones, and I think there's but overrated. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, let's listen closely because you're gonna sense how I was kind of working out how am I gonna write this song while I wrote the song and recorded it. So you got that out. It's not the cream song. Got that out of the way.
That's a hot take.
Don't have a problem with the theme from the show.
Well, yeah, that's a different thing. Where I think this theme really succeeds is in not only explaining what the movie is, but also explaining what this theme is not.
Yeah, so there's the Rush part. How the hell are we supposed to top a theme written by Rush? But then I figured it out. And I add if it was written by Rush, because I'm not entirely sure. But here's how you overcome it.
See Rush do that.
No to Rush. Say no to Rush. Neil Peart is dead. So,
Never been a Wendy's guy.
yeah, you know what?
I mean, they're fine. Just
Their fries are always
that's
mushed.
the thing. That's
They're
the
fucking
thing.
always mushed.
Like,
and
if better fries, I'd be there, man. I would be there.
yeah, I mean, I don't eat the meats anymore, but I used to enjoy their chicken sandwiches, and I would
Sure,
go there,
sure.
and their fries were always fucking mush city, and hey, you don't need to go crazy with the salt, but hey. Give me some salt, motherfucker. All right, I know you got it back there.
I do like the audacity of making like the square food. Like I wish they just would really do it up and make like a square chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
A square salad.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
Square baked potato.
Yeah, I'd be into that. Oh shit. This is becoming a weekly thing. We're getting another. Okay, hold on. Yeah, hello.
Yes, to whom am I speaking?
This is Jesse. You're on our podcast.
This is the Ultimate United theme, man.
Yeah,
show.
yes, come
This is a
on.
radio show, yes?
It's a podcast. It's not a radio. Like, who's on the radio?
Terribly sorry to bother you.
Who is this?
My name is Stanley Esquire.
This guy's voice is something.
Yeah, you work with those Wamblers guys.
This is the reason I am contacting you today.
Yeah, okay, what's up?
I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
Wally have been going at each other like animals.
Yeah, they seem...
Both of them come to me and say that they're best friends,
Right.
Jesse and Cody. From
Oh,
the
wait,
Ultimate
no, we're
Theme
not their
Radio
best
They,
Show.
wait, they think we're best friends?
Yes, yeah, your best friends, Jeffrey and Wallace, have been...
Wow.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
sure.
you would call beefing towards each other, and I am being caught in the crossfire trying to maintain a business. I'm so tired.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Man, I'm not friends with these people. I don't know what you want from me.
They
man.
have
Like,
played me recordings in which they state that you are their best friend.
oh, they have recordings.
Case
Well,
closed.
They played the
Case
tape
closed,
saying that
okay.
we're best friends.
Are you familiar with Wamblers versus Mississippi?
no, I'm not familiar with Wamblers versus Miss.
Well,
Please.
trust me, sir. Case closed.
Okay. Listen, while I have you here, like, forget all the friend stuff. Like, can you fill in some info for me? Because we've been looking into you guys a little bit. They've been bothering us for a while.
My clients. Not you
Yes.
guys. My clients.
What?
Okay.
Yes, ask your question. Off the record.
How old are they? Like, tell me how many years old they are.
I do not have that particular answer to that question at this time.
How long have you been working with them? And years? How many years have you been working with them, sir?
Respectfully, I cannot answer the question at this time.
Wow, you don't shy away
This
from the
guy
legalese,
does a lot.
and that's not really legalese, but
Big
the lawyer, you're kind of a scumbag, aren't you? There, Stanley.
I simply ask that you do me a favor of just try calling your best friends,
Yeah,
or else I'm afraid
Again.
we will need to take action.
you're gonna take action. Yeah, you guys have been threatening us with action for fucking weeks now, and I don't buy it. I think you're just
All right. Well, I'm just gonna send over the papers, and you get
Papers?
them back to me Tuesday, Wednesday, and
Yeah.
we'll be in good shape.
okay.
All right.
Send,
Bye-bye.
yeah, send the papers there, Stanley. Yeah. Okay. So Stanley's gonna send us papers.
Well, the guy
Great.
seems sort of friendly, surprisingly. Like,
I mean, but he's a lawyer. Don't they have to kind of smarm it
well,
up?
sure. Just after the week by week onslaught of, I don't know what you would call it, of intimidation that we've been getting from these guys. Honestly, I'll take it right now.
Yeah. I mean, because they haven't come through. They threaten stuff, but they don't ever like. They've never.
I haven't been physically attacked
Yeah,
by them, as far as I know.
Sean, who our buddy who was on some episodes, he's seen them.
Yeah, you guys probably remember Sean. He probably sounded like he has a beard.
Yeah, and he was like soft smoking, but he carried a big punch.
Did you say soft smoking? You know he was. Oof.
Oh, lady, you got me.
Sean is the kind of guy who smolders. He is soft smoking.
It's such soft smoke.
He's like a smoldering fucking charcoal.
Is this what ASMR is?
Yeah. Wait. My favorite mouth noise to make is I do this when I listen to songs. I go like. It's kind of like you're making a kazoo with your own voice. You get like the vibrating going.
Okay.
And
yeah.
that is what music is about. Hey, can I make a quick switch of topic?
Yeah,
at the
but
end?
I
'Cause
just
know
was
we're
admiring
reaching-
how good we are at music. But yeah, go ahead.
So I read this art. I saw a headline today saying Johnny Greenwood is
Again, this guy?
Right,
oh,
right,
God.
right.
You love this guy.
It said something about how like there will be a reunion with Paul Thomas Anderson because they'll be like working on more.
Yeah, because they're making that Soggy Bottom
But
Boys.
I'm just like the way it was phrased, it made it sound like they haven't worked together. It's like no, he did his last movie, man.
Yeah, it's
and
like-
it wasn't the best. Theme.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best theme. It might be the best movie.
Oh, man. My
Sick
theme for it might be the best song ever written. Like, every week I think like a different song that I've written is the best song ever written, but that might be the true one.
Yeah,
that is the
yeah.
best one ever written.
I mean,
and
it's
hey,
good
that's not
in-
egotistical. It's good to like what you are. Love yourself.
Yeah, love yourself.
If you ain't gonna love yourself, who is?
who the fuck is gonna love you?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
so-
Why would they?
So do you think we should become friends with the Wamblers? Like, just to see what happens? If they think we're friends, like, why don't we try to, I don't know, maybe we can either try to patch things up between them, or we can make it way worse.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, we should do both. We should like try to patch things up with them, but then
And
fuck
then
with
make
them,
it way worse.
and then make it way worse.
Hey,
I mean,
what-
they might just make it worse anyway, because it seems, but it seems like they don't really
I
have
think
a way.
whatever happens, that is. I don't think there's no scenario where it's not going to be a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah. Do you know their album's coming out on September 11th? I saw that.
I did see that.
And
Tasteful. I mean, hey.
hey, it was a long time ago. And
Yeah.
hey, maybe this will end up being like a record that brings people together and like is a good thing to remember on that day. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing these guys express to me is their healing nature.
he tweeted at me the other day, and he told me that their record was an inside job, and I'm like, I know. And but then it had it had a little video that said that the record's coming out on 9/11. I'm like, okay, yeah, 9/11 was an inside job.
I mean, maybe I'm
yeah.
taking it too literally, but aren't all records inside jobs? Like
That's
you-
a, I
like
mean,
you
that's
can't
a,
get
that's the
recorded
thing.
by
Like, he thought he was being clever, but it was just like what he was doing instead was just like a metaphor for being not funny.
I do love metaphors.
I like them because it tells you what a thing is in like a different way that's not obvious.
You know, if there was like, if somebody took a bunch of things that were shaped as the number 4, like a bunch of them, and set them all up in the shape of a number 4, that would be, this is a pun, that would be a meta 4. Because it would be like self-reflexive, meaning meta. That's a thing when a thing talks about itself.
Yeah, but
gets
wouldn't it?
meta?
It would also be a maze, though, right? Like,
Yeah, but
technically.
not maize as in corn,
Right.
unless they were pieces of corn shaped as the number 4, which they would be.
Because all that you'd have to do for that
Just make
is to just
fucking cornmeal.
make cornmeal in the shape of a 4, and like there's a mold that has a 4 on it already, so that's a done deal. Next fucking project.
And then you can eat it. Fucking cornmeal's fucking gluten free, I assume. It's made out of corn.
Yes, cornmeal is definitely gluten free. So this has been the Ultimate United Givers of Themes, the podcast. Today we talked with you about the movies Strange Brew and other things happened too. If you enjoy what you hear here, then go back and hear the stuff that we did before, you hear? Come here a minute. Anyway, you can
Come
check
here a minute.
you can check our stuff out at tugoff.com. TUUGOF.com. Follow us on the things that are social media. Subscribe to us on the things that are like YouTube or whatever.
Smash a button.
Smash those buttons whenever you feel like it. But don't smash them too hard because you need to work the fucking thing to work. Am
Might
I
need
right?
to use that button later.
That button gets no respect. Am I right?
I tell you, no
regard
regard neither.
Yeah, so take it sleazy, people. Bye.